Welcome to today's episode of Beyond the Pitch podcast. And with me here today is Ebuka and
Lucius vibes.
so we'll be starting with the weekend games, the Chelsea. I'll start with you, a Chelsea fan. You're also a Chelsea fan, Ebuka, right?
Yeah, but it's been a bit minute I watched football, so I would say I'm not a fan for now, but I love Chelsea.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a supporter of Chelsea.
So Lucius, your game with Manchester United, we had expectations after 13 years playing at Old Trafford, you could get a win at Old Trafford during the weekend. What happened?
Bro, I was so pissed at watching that game that I could not even follow it up to the end. But the most vital parts of the game to me were blunders from the angle of the manager. Because after we got the red card, his decisions were not right. They were wrong decisions. That we were not even supposed to do bad in that game, even regardless of the red card we got. But man,
So what changes did your coach make in the game that you didn't like?
taking out Palmer.
No, Power was injured.
Palmer was injured. Taking out Stavio.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, we needed people who are going to bring in pressure into the game. We're already one man down, and Palmer is injured already. And you're now bringing in more defensive players when we are a man down and losing already.
No, you weren't even losing at the time. But I think what your coach decision during that red card something, I think I didn't like it at all. Going one man down, 10 minutes into the game, 0-0, and you remove your two attackers. I don't know who you'll be playing the match with.
I told you.
Again,
I told you before even all these matches that to me, Maresca is a good coach, but managing a team like Chelsea at that top level is going to be a lot for him. With the experience he has good experience. He could have good experience to manage rookie players and all that, but managing experienced players that have played in big clubs, bro, is a different game entirely. Because most times these players even respect you based on your portfolio and all that. Like they even play to your terms and conditions based on your portfolio. If Mourinho tells the player to do this, he's gonna do it because he knows the caliber of players Mourinho has managed. You get. Unlike Maresca is a rookie coach to me.
So you're saying he should have brought in attackers instead of defenders.
In my
You know that
opinion,
you guys were playing Manchester United,
of course.
and
Manchester United have been frustrated by smaller teams than Chelsea. For your information, bro.
I think I hold the same reservations with him because coming into that game, Manchester United, they've not been in their best form. Do you understand? And when they got that red card, it was just 10 minutes into the game. Like there was nothing at stake in the game. So removing those two attackers give Manchester more edge to even,
so that's where the tension came.
That was where because they didn't have anybody up front to even when they managed to play.
And already we struggled
across the midfield. There was nobody to attack.
Yeah.
I think what he should have done would have been to just remove an attacker in place of a new goalkeeper and then keep playing the game. There was nothing at stake at that point. In fact, I think even with 10 men down, Chelsea still had a good percentage to win that match, Because Man U didn't even with the 10 men down, Man U didn't even still play very well. They still struggled at the Okay,
bro.
coming into the second half, Casemiro picked up a red card 5 minutes into that game. So for me, I think what a good coach would have done would have been to bring in all the firepower from the bench, and see if he could get a draw.
You're saying that he should have brought in attackers.
Yes, he should have made quick changes. Yeah, he's still making his changes from the 64th minute. Yes, I think getting that red card, he only lost it was as if that feeling
You're
of
already
defeat.
threw him off balance, bro.
Yeah, but that's what red card does now.
Bro, that's what red card does, but I've seen
To a smaller team, but
who
to
win
a
with
big
red card.
teams.
It's strategy, bro, tactics.
Big coaches win with red card. Real Madrid, I think their second game, who was that? I mean, in Champions League, what was that? Carvajal took a red card. They still ended up winning the game. So even Liverpool, I think two seasons ago or last season, we picked a red card versus Bournemouth. We ended up winning that game 3-1, even with red card.
So the thing is, you're a Chelsea fan. I'm also a Chelsea fan. I'm a Chelsea supporter. The thing is, I don't want us to dwell too much about this because
we're not dwelling on in this article. To me, in my own opinion, bro, I feel like Chelsea needs a better coach.
What do you guys think about
this? I don't like the fact that top players are playing averagely. Like they are not in their full potential.
Are you saying you're angry at your coach?
Yes, I am.
It's fair enough. Anyways, let's leave Chelsea. Let's talk about Arsenal. What do you guys think about that number?
Oh God, man! I think it's high time
The managers
Arsenal start
are just doing
exploring
crazy
new
things.
coach because
Okay.
this Arteta coming into that Man City game, I think he came to that game with fear. Maybe probably
He was already
with
feeling threatened.
Pep has a good
With the
reputation
lineup.
in Premier League. I think he came with Pep. He came to that match with Pep having a good reputation of he could do anything that. But the truth of the matter is, Arsenal had a better squad to come to that game and win. He just set up his team in such a way that they were coming to defend instead of, and that was still the same setup he did versus Liverpool. That they ended up losing that game. They were lucky they didn't lose yesterday's match. You come into that game not having any creative midfield. Like with a coach like Guardiola, he will take the opportunity and see if he can win the
Of
match.
course.
And that was what he did. 9 minutes into the game, Haaland scored. And
Which is what we
yeah,
expect.
which was ahead because there was no creativity in
And
the
the
midfield.
morale.
Arsenal, I think Arsenal made their first attempt in the 30th minute
Yeah.
to tell you how bad it was.
I felt like Man City actually was supposed to win the match.
No. The Arsenal had a better squad to win the game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Personally, I felt that to win the match. I wasn't opting for Arsenal.
But bro, if you like we said in the beginning, you've not really been following up matches. But bro, if you've been watching matches from Man City and Arsenal, you're going to pitch Arsenal. Arsenal are playing good football than even Man City.
Alright, so the thing is, I don't want us to dwell on these matches because people are already hot. Fans are already hot. So let's talk about what brought us here today, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah,
So we were talking about youth development in Nigeria today. Nigeria is blessed with raw talent. You enter almost every street in Nigeria, you definitely see small kids playing. Even here in this playground, in the next 20-30 minutes, you see kids playing raw, fine football talent.
Yeah.
So my first question is, are we really giving these kids the platform to achieve their dream?
I think we're not. But I would applaud. This is why I applaud Burna Boy. Yeah, this is why I applaud Burna Boy. You know what he's doing with his team, right?
Okay, I didn't even
He
know.
has a Burna Boy Academy.
Yeah, and they're doing a lot of work, right? From what I heard last, they make sure at least after every 3 months they have one of the stars go out to Europe to look for them. So if we have people like this, if we have people like Burna Boy, more of them. It doesn't even have to be. You don't have to be an artist, but I understand that music, football requires money.
Yeah, of course.
A lot of money, whether
money.
I like it or not, to scouting and making sure a player is worth keeping and worth buying.
Yeah, those players need to be educated and need to be feeding well as well.
Okay,
and
so-
trained as well.
Yeah, our summary for our understanding about Nigeria is that we don't have platform.
We don't have.
But the thing is, everybody you can't take everyone to the top. I feel like the people that deserve this hand, they're actually getting it. Then if you're not getting it, I won't say anybody
But
that's not getting it should suck or stay quiet. That's why we say go out there, be out there. Because even if you're looking for talent and you're a talented person and you're inside your room, nobody's gonna find you.
But at some
No,
point, nepotism ruins our
And then
sports,
some of the
session
challenges.
and entertainment facilities.
Okay.
Nepotism. The fact that you have to know someone at the top to get there, even if you're talented. The government doesn't help. In Nigeria, if you want to progress with your talent, football-wise, or your family need to do the most for you, the government is not going to help you or all those people. You get. That's what you feel, but bro.
No, they don't. Yeah.
But bro, in the UK and all of these guys, these stars started in academies.
Come back to Nigeria.
They started in academies, bro. Is this whole mentality that has made the government feel comfortable with not empowering people, bro? Are you kidding me, bro?
We'll come to that.
It's still a country's glory, bro. Messi came from Nigeria, it's our glory.
We have great players in Nigeria. We have a lot of stars.
Who did it on their own?
Who did it on their own? Not because there was
Who did it
good
on their
academies. I think the problem with this is it's not even only about government. I'll use myself as an example. I think our families also contribute to why talents in Nigeria end up not being found.
The family
Like me,
vision
me growing up in a typical Nigerian home. Do you understand? I used to be a very good footballer when I was young. I even played for small academies, Orient Football Club in Osaka. Like I grew up in Osaka. Now I come from a family where education is everything. Like you have to go to school and so that was most of the restrictions I had. So if you come and tell my dad, you want that your dream in life is to become a footballer, it will not end well with you. Do you understand? Unlike abroad where these kids are monitored from early stage, they start seeing you have this talent. Their parents even help put you in academy. It doesn't mean you have to stop school. There will still be time for you to go to school and time for you to train. I have a cousin. He was a very fine footballer. His name is Ofodil. He's in UK, right? But he had an opportunity. He had an opportunity to travel to Lagos for a trial. And my dad, because he was living with us, my dad said if he should leave our house and go,
you shouldn't come back.
You should not come back. And that was how that dream of being a footballer. So I think
that is parenting.
Yes.
Because if I take myself for an example, that's parenting. The other problem is parenting, no platform.
Yeah, I'm saying like these are some of the things that are restricting Nigerian from being seen. Some of these things kill dreams. They've killed a lot of dreams in Nigeria. It comes from the home.
Bro, I have a very talented classmate, Goswi. He plays ball like Foden. But bro, he's still playing ball in the street. I watched him play ball from his teenage to his adulthood. I'm still watching him, bro, and I feel so bad that he might not play on the big stage, bro.
Your friend is Godwin, right?
Godswill.
I feel like Godswill is his problem. Like Godswill, himself is his problem. Now this is a bro. Now
you said something about parenting.
Yeah. But aside parenting, you as the individual, what have you thought of doing?
Everyone won't be a rebel, bro. If you go against your parents' will, you're a rebel. In the eyes of a typical African.
My parents supported my medical career. They made sure whatever I lacked, they would come. Like I do like 50% of the job, and then they come in 50%.
Different parenting, different visions.
So parenting does not have to be a platform. Like it has nothing to do with platform. This is totally out of the way.
Okay, how about an example when you go to the field to play ball and train your talent, your God-given talent, that initially was supposed to be your parents who are gonna trace that talent, train it and trade it, but you do it on your own, and then your parent comes and harass you in the football pitch. What do you call that?
No, this thing you're saying now, you're saying out of experience. I don't want us to be emotional about this conversation.
Because these are factors.
Yeah, no. This is an emotional factor.
These are factors.
This thing you're saying now is one of those things you understand that you be playing.
If your child is not enlightened, if your child is not enlightened, bro, trust me, these things are going to make him give up on his talents and make him just let them down. If your child is not strong mentally and does not have this drive, this soul drive,
right? It is your will, like that drive is your will, right?
That drive. I'm not taking out the fact that individually you can train and trade your talents, but parenting is important. It's important, bro. This child did not come into the world on his own.
Nobody told us that bills grow with us, but you know that as you grow, your bills grow,
and it's not easy. It's not easy. Maybe if they told us, it would have been alert.
I'm trying to reference. Yeah, they won't tell you. Nobody tells you. Nobody. I'm here selling properties now, selling lands. I'm talking about real estate. It's not what you know that music is what I want to do.
Of course,
but I understand the country I found myself. I understand what the society wants, and I work with what the society wants. Now, if you are the artist, if you're the talent, you understand that you have people that are trying to bring down this.
How are we supposed to understand this? How is everyone or the majority supposed to understand this, bro? We cannot. Bro, we cannot.
This is going to be like repetitive class.
Anyway, I'm just saying that some of the factors restricting young talents from Nigeria from making it big, I think starts also from the home. We have, parents restrictions, and then we don't have enough academies set up ahead. Because if you go to different villages, do you understand? You will see talents littered all over there. A lot of talents are all in, but we don't have those academies in those places that will, help bring these people to limelight. I think the only place where you can actually make it as a footballer is only if you're in Lagos. If you're opportunity to be in Lagos and you're playing in good academies where some of these people fly in and they see you.
Now a geographic issue has come up. But me personally, I won't.
There are geographical boundaries too now, bro. If
geographic issue has come up. But me personally, I won't.
There are geographical boundaries too now, bro. If you're pursuing a football career in Calabar, bro, or you're far away, trust me, there are geographical boundaries.
There are three of us with different ideas. For me, I won't suck or sober about any person that does not get what they want, because it's their right to go after what you want. So you out there, I'll try to motivate you. What you should do is, if you think you have hindrances, they're actually keeping you away from this platform. No, this is
Yeah, I feel you, bro.
if you think you have ignorance, they're keeping you away from this platform. Do things out of the box.
Yeah.
Do things out of the box.
That's a good advice, because I told you everyone cannot think like you, bro.
Yeah. I understand. I
You know
understand
that.
your point of view,
Yeah.
but I won't say the same thing you're saying. So think out of the box. Before these talents come up, you probably found them as a child, and right now you're an adult. And everyone that is 18 years is liable to their own responsibilities, right?
Of course.
So if you're 18 and you know that these things what you want to do, go out there and do it.
That's still adopted for my bro. You got 18 years.
Let me see. Let
reach to the handle all your responsibilities.
Let me counter you on that. You said if you're an adult, if you're 18 and your dream to be a footballer is you should go out there and Let me tell you something there. The difference is that a child in Nigeria now, you're 18 years old. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And you're coming from a family where, okay, you've told them you want to play football and you have their blessings. That money that they would have used, maybe the lands they would have sold to sponsor you to university, if probably they used it to send you abroad, put you in or maybe find a good academy in Nigeria and just support your foot, you have a better chances of excelling ahead. And when you come outrightly and tell your parents, I want to be a footballer, and they don't want to support you, and you say you're leaving, chances that you might still leave and come back and don't make it.
So
with the way Nigeria.
What's your encouragement
For me, I think for us new generation, do you understand that? So of course, me now, I'm a product of that setback.
Yes,
so I'm saying it is now for us now, we now the new parents now growing up. Don't be a restriction to your kids. Pay attention to what your kids want. We have come to understand everything is not education, and it doesn't mean that you don't have. And it doesn't mean you can still go to school. You can still be in school, and then your parents supporting you to pursue your dreams. Do you understand? Then that one is just one. Apart from all these restrictions, also I think we also coming up. There is no when we talk about investment, most youths in Nigeria would think first thing that will come to your head is maybe let me invest in real estate, let me invest in. Nobody is thinking about starting an academy where you can be building talents and.
So you could also advise people to toe in the line of Burna Boy.
It's
the reason why I'm calling Burna Boy.
Let there be more Burna Boys. Building academies. Yes.
I'm close to some of his coach and close to some of his team players. I understand how they see this young man, and I know that this young man has, even if he doesn't come to,
he's passionate about selling our talent. He's passionate
about. If
about
it happen like that, I think to fly. So you personally, you've been very irritated about this conversation.
Bro, I'm so irritated.
Because
I told him before we spoke about this, we had an insight about this conversation, and I was like, bro, I've spoken about it before, and he always gets me emotional because I've seen people allocate funds to train and trade people's talent, and they use it for another thing for their selfish interests.
What do you think is the right thing for us to do to make this work?
I feel like we should take up responsibilities and we should be more visionable. Like he said,
is it the individual or the folks, the family?
Every party, let's all be accountable. Individually, if my cousin, I have a cousin who is gifted with football. If he doesn't see that dream to the end, I'll feel bad. Accountability, I'll hold myself accountable. Because I'm in the front liner, I should aid him. Because I see the vision.
What question is, what do you think you can do to make this not an issue?
So that Nigerian kids can have opportunities to achieve their dream to the highest level. What can be done?
Awareness about the importance of this
discovering talent.
Awareness before even self-awareness. Awareness from the parents, from the angle of the parents, and awareness from the angle of the person who is talented, the individual who is talented. Awareness. These talents are given from God. We don't know how we have it.
We just harness them.
Yes, it's the duty of
let the parents not be dream killers.
Exactly. You don't add to the failure of your child's dream. So, the best you can do is support. If it doesn't work, good and fine.
So your summary is for people to be aware.
Yes, of the importance
of nurturing talents
and the vision, and pushing the vision, and the importance. It has so much importance, bro. It cannot be overemphasized. Messi has done a whole lot for Argentina than even the president.
The solution said, stay aware of your talent, and make sure you do the right thing with it.
let me rephrase my question before the rain chased us away from them. So my question is, we've heard stories of fake scouts and agents exploiting young players with promise of Europe. How big of a problem is this for Nigerian talent? So, what can be done to protect young players from being misled?
My point of view, first, personally, since we are being honest, we are all being honest here now. We understand that the bad eggs in the country are already too much, and they said when you have 1 or 2 bad eggs, it messes the whole eggs up. So what I advise us to do is to probably a caretaker committee that will look into some of these scouts that are not legit. Because you won't stop these people from doing their business. This is how some of them eat. This is how some of them get the daily bread and the way they feed their family. This is how they actually pattern their life. So maybe what we could do is create agencies that would help us touchlight this part of
Yeah,
it.
to check the authentic ones and the fake ones.
Yeah, in as much as you might not get that all 100%, but it will help in curbing the idea. Because I'll use myself for an example. I have a cousin.
And I feel like these fake people are flourishing because they are the ones available.
Well, let me talk about my cousin.
Yeah, if they are more authentic people, I feel like the fake people are going to even be options.
Still, this is the country we come out from. We understand that we have a lot of fraudsters and fraudulent people. We need to understand our basics first. Then think of how we touch light and work towards making sure these bad people are out of the road. So what we'll do is, I personally would advise us to create a caretaker committee where fake scouts are shifted. What do you think? Because that's my
Okay, and a body where if a scout in Nigeria, like they'll have a body where body is registered.
Yeah,
so even if somebody is scouting you, you can check if this person is legit.
As simple as that. You get me? I think that would help.
You said you had a personal experience with your
people
with your
regulating
with
the
your
contract
cousin.
still, because
I did.
you can have an authentic scout that still gives you a very, very, very discomforting contract.
Personal experience, because you understand me, I'm from the east and we have a lot of stars, the talents there.
Plenty. Me, I'm also from
My cousin, Jonah, that one, he understood himself. He was aware. He wasn't looking for a platform. He's the platform. As a star, he understands coming out for trainings, doing those things that people call stress. But his reward was taken from him because he didn't even look. He wasn't looking for his scouts. He had his money. He just needed someone to touch light him, to show him the way. This is where awareness comes in. I think at the point he had up to 8.5 million naira, which he gave to a scout that promised to take him to Europe. And after that, the scout disappeared. And because of this particular reason, Jonah is no longer playing. Jonah's career, this thing killed Jonah's career. Jonah was not able to even play football anymore. So you see that these scouts, they are out there. They are factors that destroy people's talent. So if this happened to someone I know, imagine what's going on out there
with people that who are more naive
than Joan.
You get.
So don't be Jonah. Don't be Jonah.
Even me say I have a, like when I was in Enugu in Osaka precisely, I had a bet shop.
Okay.
Do you understand? And there was this boy I played Orient Football Academy with. So and then I'd already given up on my football dream. So he came. No, he was not, because me, I'm coming from an average freak. I want something you could call an average family. So he didn't have that platform.
Yeah.
So the only thing he had was to make it in life was just that football. Was even the school he was not going. So he came and met me. Said somebody was willing to sponsor him to the UK to go for a trial. And so like he came with documents. I saw the documents. I didn't have time to check whether these things were just presenting the documents. I felt he's an adult to have checked. So I think at that time it was around 1 million or something I gave him to see if he can. So he does. It's not. So he had to do passport and everything. You know that? Yes. At the end of the day, it was a scam. Until today, I'm telling you, I don't even know where that, but I think the last time I saw him 3 years ago, he was still in Osaka, doing nothing. That's how that dream died.
So, football lovers
scouts.
Football lovers out there, the country at large, please, let's see if we can get ourselves a team of cordial people that understand that this thing is destroying lives, destroying people's dreams. This will help us flush most of these setbacks we're having with
scouts. Like there should be a
people
body
that are passionate
where
about the success
yes.
of talents.
I think that works.
A body where if you're a scout, people can check online or whatever and see, yes, this person that is trying to help me do this is actually a legit scout.
Like your season. So, in as much as we have that cover, I think we've sorted out that question.
The next question is, so what practical steps can be taken now to improve youth football in Nigeria? Like, if you had the chance to design the system, what is the changes that we should make first? What are the changes we should make first?
Better platforms.
I think academies,
accountability
in the local areas.
In the local areas after funds have been allocated to train, trace, and trade these talents.
Apart from even funds, and this academy something now, I'm not entirely sure if it is something we should depend on government on. Do you understand?
No, from individual people as well. Individual people fund academies, but they don't. They might not really have the time to follow up and hold people accountable. You get? So it's not just in the government section. Individually, when you fund people to see to the success of a talent, you need to follow it up, because these people are human beings. They have their different weaknesses and temptations, and they can deviate.
Yeah. And I also think our football, like the local football clubs we have in Nigeria, like let me use the Rangers Football Club. Football clubs should be owned by private individuals. I'm not sure anything put into like something like a football club, a government managing a football club. It should be underfunded.
I feel like, bro,
but if I'm the one, if I'm the owner of Rangers, and I know this is my business where I'm eating from, I expect to make money, I expect to build talent, I will invest more money into it. Of course, depending on government for all these things, I don't think it will help our youth develop.
I don't want to believe that individuals have not intended to venture into these investments. I feel like it's just political, because I have an uncle that has been willing to invest in football, but there are so many obstacles and factors that keep holding him back that I don't even want to talk about it. But I feel like regardless, we need to do better.
People should invest more into, like, our generation now coming up. The only business is not real estate, crypto, or car business. We should be looking into the direction of investing in football academies, football clubs, and all that. So, the summary of this conversation actually now is that from the house, we, the growing generations, pay attention to your children. Pay attention to the things they are good at. If you catch them young, like if your child is good at football, help the person develop. I'm not saying you should put the person out from school.
We need to
there should be time for everything. Like you as a parent should help the person develop. When it's time for school, take the person to school. When the person comes back from school, do his assignment in the evening. Follow the person to his football trainings. Help the person develop.
Moral support.
Don't get here, because I think some of these talents die from the house when your parents are not willing to. When they tell you you must go to school, school is the only way.
Greatest motivation comes from the home. Greatest motivation.
So
if your home tells you your success, you see, it's on you to take what the public tells you. Then.
So,
I think at this point, what we should do is pay more attention to our environment, be self-aware, and be aware in general. Then also, individuals out there, try to think outside the box. The social media has been created to make us win, regardless of our environment.
Regardless of your limitations.
The limitations and the restrictions.
So please, in as much as you're looking out for people to do things for you, nobody owes you anything. Be out there.
Put yourself out there.
Somebody.
Yeah.
Tell me something.
Put yourself out there. Believe in yourself. Your parental hostility is not enough. Believe in yourself.
And train hard.
Train hard. Always show up. Always show up. Me, I be musician. Even if my papa tell me make I don't do music.
And then when you finally have the opportunity to, play at the highest level of football,
be devoted.
Please be devoted. It's not always about. I think some of the reasons why we've not had African Ballon d'Ors is because I think at the end of the day, when you suffer to get to the point, it's no longer about the passion for the game, but money.
We can talk in the next topic here. Very interesting topic. Let's talk about it in the next topic.
All right. So thanks for